there folks, it's Kikoskia here and welcome back to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity, and when last we left off we managed to get access to a northern ward of the sanitarium. And there we got some of the answers we've been looking for. We found the soul that awakened us. Unfortunately they refused to answer any of our questions, and they absolutely refused to remove our awakened status, and instead turned against us, animating the bodies of the flesh golems and driving the patients within the northern ward mad. We had no choice but to fight, and on our way out we confronted Caedmon Azo about what he'd been doing. We told Ethelmere everything we knew and everything we'd discovered, and then we told him that Azo was on his way to causing another scandal. Animancy itself has a lot of people doing stuff to try and help the citizens of Dyrwood. You've got people attempting to deal with awakened souls within people. You've got people trying to bring life back to those whose souls have been wounded or are fragmented. You've got a lot of people studying to try and understand the nature of the soul, how it works, why things happen to it, and how they can make people's lives better. But that work is slow. That work is methodical and researched and catalogued, peer-reviewed. Waburn's legacy is moving fast. There are those animancers that do not want to go at that speed and push forward with more reckless, dangerous experiments like the ones that Caedmon Azo was conducting. It is those people that give animancy a bad name. Those people that stain its reputation. That and the association of animancy with Waburn's legacy. An association that nobody has any real evidence is actually connected.
At once.
Animancy itself has the potential to bring much good to the world. But bad actors could destroy its presence here. Permanently. Oh! Hello?
Good day to you.
Beg your pardon, I have a message for you. Go ahead. Oh, it's Dunryd Row! You are summoned to Hadrit House, where Lady Webb wishes to meet with you as soon as possible. Not much you can do in these parts without Lady Webb knowing about it. At least that's what I've always heard. How did you know where to find me? Well, it's Lady Webb. She knows everything. Tell me about Lady Webb. Do you not know Lady Webb? She's, well, no one's seen her exactly in a long time, but she's the mistress of Dunryd Row. Has been for as long as anyone can remember. He pauses, eyeing passers-by with suspicion. Quietly he continues. She's supposed to be old. Older than anybody. But she never leaves her room. Some say she's wasted away and she's just a pile of bones kept animated by dark magics. She's still at it, best anyone can tell. Learning things, keeping us safe, putting the strings behind the throne too, it's said. Has a ring of ciphers doing her bidding, telling her everything that goes on. You do wrong in this country, before you go asking the gods for forgiveness, best you ask Lady Webb first. Very well. We know where to go.
I'm here.
We know where to go. We need to go to... Go over here. We need to go to... Actually... We need to go here. It's right here. I thought, we need to go to a different area. No. It's right there. So I guess we're not going to Dyrwood just yet. We're going this. As you near the apparition, you are overcome suddenly by a powerful anxiety that sits like a stone in your stomach. The feeling is not quite real, the recollection of an emotion rather than the emotion itself. It wrenches you inside, nevertheless. It wrenches your insides, nevertheless. The apparition's brow is tensed, a look of concern playing across its face.
The other missionaries say you have been neglectful of your duties.
My mind has been elsewhere.
Oh? And what troubles you?
The apparition raises its eyebrows. The pain in your stomach deepens, and you feel for a moment as though you are about to be sick. Your mouth has gone dry. Forgive me, Eminence. I wish to leave the Order. The man folds his fingers together and presses them to his mouth, thoughtful.
You have been an apt student, and your convictions have inspired those around you. May I ask what has changed to make you feel this way?
The people we intended to convert. They've done something. They committed unspeakable acts. Sacrifices. Mutilations. The apparition exhales slowly and his lips press together, a sympathetic rapport in his eyes. He places its hand on your shoulder.
These are the ways of the heathen world.
Surely the gods would do better to destroy us all and start anew.
Perhaps they would. It may come to that one day. This is why we must not fail. The heathens are beyond the gods' reach. They do not know better. We are tasked with delivering them to the gods, so that the gods may heal their souls.
Is such a thing possible?
I have seen it with my own eyes. You will see it too, if you choose to remain. There is no greater calling than the one we have chosen. Neither words, nor wealth, nor battle will end this suffering. Only the gods. Will you give them that chance?
The knot in your stomach seems to loosen all at once. The anxiety is replaced with something else entirely, something warm and soothing. And it is something you know you can never repay. As the vision fades, you start to become cognizant of the many odd looks aimed in your direction. Your last response echoes in your mind. I will. The person whose past life we're experiencing experienced a lot of strange things. But that was not Liren speaking there. That was the other existence. The awakening. Now we need to find Lady Webb. Is this where Lady Webb is? Lady Webb will see you now. And in we go. There she is. There are things to loot!
I'm here.
We'll open this,
I
but
suppose
we're
it
not
can't be
going to
helped.
take anything from it.
Hope that helps.
This woman clutches a thick stack of parchment with spindly, wrinkled fingers. Their flesh stretched thin to near translucence with extreme age. A gossamer veil over pale blue veins. Ink splotches and candle burns dot and stripe her hands like a quilt patterned after some great indescribable truth. She does not look up from her reading.
So, the messenger conveyed my summons. A miracle that would make the reincarnation of Aothis look like a child's cantrip, surely. It doesn't draw the most inspired minds, messaging. They failed me so many times of late, I nearly sent a cipher after you instead. So this is the Watcher who took over Cad Noir. Oh, don't look so surprised. It isn't an attractive expression. I wouldn't be where I am for long if I let details like that escape me.
Aloth frowns, scratching the back of his neck. So it's true. Those spies of hers don't miss much.
And this fiasco in the sanitarium that you seem to have gotten yourself into the middle of. What in blazes possessed you to stir that nest of trouble?
I'm investigating a strange group.
Strange does not begin to describe them. The practices of the Leaden Key defy all reason. You're not the only one with an interest in their recent activities. I've lost 4 ciphers this year alone trying to get someone inside their ranks. As it is, we only have our suspicions about who is in the group and what they intend, which I suppose means we have much in common with them. I asked you here because I wanted to know what your interest was in all of this. I thought perhaps we might help each other. Why are you looking for the Leaden Key?
One of their members caused my soul to awaken. I need him to reverse it. She closes her eyes, her lids flicker. Then her face goes still and her mouth parts, little more than a sliver, and her hand briefly drops open, spilling some of her parchment to the ground. the pages wafting around her legs like the leaves of a dying tree. Her fleshy eyelids peel back, and her gaze is immediately upon you.
The gods are cruel, I'm afraid. The man you seek is Theos Ix Arcanon, Grand Master of the Leaden Key. One of the most elusive and dangerous men Eora has ever known.
What can you tell me?
More than most, though very few would know so much as his name. And there is no way of knowing how much of what I've read is true. The Leaden Key dates back more than 2,000 years. If rumors are to be believed, Theos was the one who created it.
2,000 years ago.
What scraps of evidence exist suggest that he has died many times, only to be reborn each time exactly the same man. Awakened during adolescence with all the knowledge and experience of all his lifetimes. The plots he orchestrates sometimes take hundreds of years to bear fruit. Needless to say, this is not the natural order of things. But he is said to be one of Woodica's favored, and that old bat was never one to let rules get in the way of favoritism.
Oh, Durance loves some words about that.
That may also explain another supposed gift of his. His body is no boundary to his soul, and he is known to take possession of others, if their souls are weak enough. Often it is for elaborate deceptions, but sometimes he simply forces them to kill themselves. He is not known for his generous supply of pity.
Ah.
He is also not one to show himself in any but their most critical matters. If he has directly involved himself in whatever the group plots now, it may be your only chance to find him. And once you do find him, if you can find him, I would not hold my hopes too high if I were you. He is a driven, single-minded man. He will not have the slightest concern for your problems.
How do you know so much about Theos?
The same way I come by all my knowledge. Exhaustive research, spying, bribery, perhaps some less savory measures. Whatever the knowledge demands, I pay in full. There is nothing of greater value. Unfortunately, with Theos, there is also nothing more scarce. He has covered his tracks far too well. His manipulations of the course of history are lost to time now, though I believe they were many.
This is a villain of grand exploits that barely anyone knows about. Cunning and brutal indeed. What else is there to know about the Leaden Key?
Precious little, I'm afraid. You may know much of it already. No one member knows the identity of more than a handful of other members. They are kept in the dark of missions they are not involved in, or sometimes of those they are involved in. They exist to hide secrets they themselves don't know, if you can imagine how gullible someone must be for that to appeal. Despite that, they are very good at what they do, owing much to their founder, who will take matters into his own hands when necessary. And he does not fail.
How did you know I seek Theos?
Because you have seen his face, and that makes it a simple matter for me to see it. You even happened to catch him in his ceremonial garb, it seems. It must have been a special occasion.
Oh, it was. What do you want from me, Lady Webb?
Keep me informed. The Leaden Key has been busy lately, and that is distressing news. I can only guess as to what they intend. You seem to have a knack for turning the stones they've crawled beneath. Keep turning them. Dunryd Row will not stop you.
Gotcha.
Whatever it is they're up to, figuring it out will be of great use to both of us. In your case, it will surely point you to Theos. In return, I will share our knowledge with you as we learn it, and provide you with what assistance I can.
Very well. This sounds like a very reasonable exchange. No reason to say no.
If you find your trail has run cold, come to me with whatever you have. There is much I may be able to do for you.
There's something I can tell you about Leaden Key's operations.
Well, let's hear it.
I found Theos in Brakenbury sanitarium impersonating a patient, so that was Theos. He was trying to damage the public's opinion of animancy.
Forgive me, it is unlike Theos to leave witnesses. He must be furious.
Her eyebrows raised, two painted lines over barren, sloughing skin, her forehead a lattice of wrinkles upon wrinkles.
He did not aid you as you'd hoped, I take it? Well, take heart. With any luck, when he has finished his business, he will surely come and find you again, if only to kill you while you sleep.
Yay!
This news of yours makes sense, of course. To dabble in animancy is to puzzle over the secrets of the gods. This would not be the Leaden Key's first action against it. But if this is connected to their other activities, we may be in for something on a much larger scale.
Yeah.
If we can learn more about their goals and methods, perhaps we can get the palace behind us. With Avar's support, we may be able to put a stop to this.
Hopefully. That's all for now. I have other questions.
Yes?
How old are you? She gives a half-hearted gasp and covers her mouth with her fingers. You wicked woman. Where are your manners? Were you raised without a shred of decency?
I lost count ages ago. Such a strange thing to celebrate, getting closer to death. Oh, I've had my share of work done to prolong my existence, if that's what you're wondering. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not done here. There are things I still wish to learn. And I'll be the effigy if I let Berith carry me off before I'm through. There was a time when I considered enlisting the theorems of Pondgrum to extend my life indefinitely. I found the thought of devouring my political enemies to sustain my own life greatly appealing. I must have gone soft with age.
Is there a Lord Webb?
There was.
What happened to him, if I may ask?
He believed in dying with dignity. He was old-fashioned that way, my husband. We saw the world very differently, he and I. But he was good to me while he lasted.
Are you psychic?
If you are hoping I can look at your hand and tell you whom you should marry, you can just wipe that notion from your mind. I do not know what will happen tomorrow. That is what I pay spies for. Being a cipher is not unlike being a watcher. You notice more about what is already there.
That's true.
Many can hold an object and know where it's been, or peer into the thoughts of people around them. They can also sometimes affect those thoughts, but that would be unethical, of course. A tiny, talented few pick up so much about the world around them, they can get images of things to come, but these are fleeting and unreliable.
You said you don't know what will happen tomorrow.
Who said I was talented? I don't. Least not that I can trust. And with me, it's only ever about one thing anyway.
What's that?
A quiet day at home.
Lady Webb is a very interesting character. How did you come to be here?
Me? I started this place, in a different time, under a different duke. I impressed the duke with my research and my work ethic, and he became possessed of the notion that I would be ideal to lead a secret network of gifted investigators. I don't know how such an idea got into his head.
She winks. You gave him that idea. Tell me more about Dunryd Row.
All the things there are to know in this world, and you ask me about work. Dyrwood is a rebel country. Conflict is in its blood. If you think a few guards posted in our cities keep chaos at bay, you are very new to town indeed. We are Dyrwood cipher investigators, of course. But what we really are is its last barrier against anarchy. People are more at ease when they believe they are watched over by someone more enlightened than they are. It pacifies them. So that is the image we foster. And we do try to be enlightened for their sake. The knowledge we gather here is Dyrwood's standing army in many ways. We learn what's vital and we act on it while Dyrwood sleeps, blissfully unaware of the terrifying truths all around them. I wish I could tell people the things I know sometimes, but the truth is I don't think many of them could bear it.
Interesting. Let's talk about something else. I have other questions.
Yes?
I have no other questions. Farewell.
Try your best not to die out there.
I'll try.
I'm here.
I'll try. Oh, I like you a lot. You're amazing. You are amazing. Now that we're associating more with Dunryd Row, there's someone that we could offer our help to previously that said that they wouldn't trust us. Maybe they will now. But that'll be for next time, folks, and when we come back, things are taking a turn. We're now working with Lady Webb to figure out what the Leaden Key are up to. And we now have a name for the person that we're going to have to confront someday. Theus. Fingers crossed we can get our answers from him. But it's more likely we're going to get violence from him as we foil his schemes, whatever they are. There are so many things we don't know. We are playing catch-up to the extreme. But hopefully, we can figure things out. Hopefully. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're not. And if you are subscribed, press that bell for those notifications. And I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.